Hey everybody, welcome back to Johnny Cracks Packs. We got a special episode tonight. We're gonna play a few innings of pine tar baseball. This is a baseball simulation game that was invented right here in Wisconsin. If you're interested in like a tutorial video or you want to see unboxings or more of the cards, you go over to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World right here on YouTube and check it out. Kurt is a big proponent of this game. He cards his own players, does streams a lot of games himself, and just his wealth of knowledge on it there. He's also got a lot of other stuff, other simulations and book reviews and things like that. So check it out. The game we're going to be playing tonight is part of the King of the Hill tournament that I've been doing the last month or so. Really love this game for King of the Hill style tournaments because I just feel like it's the playing field is even out with a lot of these cards. It's also a very simple game, so it's very quick. And you can get through tournaments in a timely fashion. The current standings for this King of the Hill game are right here. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. Rules are everybody has a DH, designated hitter throughout the league. There's a 4-man pitching rotation. 10 wins gets you a ticket to the World Series, which would be a best-of-5 championship series. So right now, the 92 Atlanta Braves are sitting at 9 wins. Cleveland Indians have 2. The Yankees have 5. The 84 Chicago Cubs have 6 wins. So they're currently in second place. Tonight's matchup is between the 1992 Atlanta Braves and the 1985 St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals have had no luck in this tournament so far. They are 0-3, have only scored 13 runs until the beginning of this game. As a team, they went 101-61, were the National League champs over the Dodgers in 85, beating them 4-2, and then they eventually lost the World Series to Kansas City 4-3. Whitey Herzog was their manager. John Tudor had a great year with 21-8, an ERA of 1.93. Willie McGee hit .353, 10 home runs, 82 RBIs, and stole 56 bases. Ozzie Smith was also up there with 276, batting 276 with 31 stolen bases. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, due to the 4-man rotation rule that's in effect with this tournament, they are on their fourth pitcher in their rotation tonight, and that is Kurt Kepcher, who in 1985 was 25 years old. He went 10-9 with a 4.75 ERA, had 29 starts. And as you'll see, tonight did not fare well for him. The 1992 Braves went 98-64. They beat the Pirates 4-3, lost the World Series to the Blue Jays 4-2. Their manager is Bobby Cox. They've got 9 wins in this tournament. They've scored 63 runs in 12 games, so they are 9-3. Their top performers for the 1992 season: Terry Pendleton hit .311. David Justice had 21 home runs, and Otis Nixon had 41 stolen bases. So we'll take a quick peek at the charts for Pine Tar Baseball. There really is only 2, this front and back, and then there is a rare play table, but that very rarely comes about. So we are at the 7th inning stretch at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, and the Atlanta Braves are looking to clinch a World Series berth. They are currently beating the St. Louis Cardinals 8-6. So to give you a quick recap of the game, first inning was uneventful. Tommy Herr managed to steal a base in the top of the second for the Cardinals. It looked like they were going to be threatening, but that didn't go so well. Ended up with a fielder's choice, and then Ozzie Smith grounded out. The bottom of the second is where it all fell apart for Kurt Kepcher. He gave up, it looks like, 2 hits in that inning, 4 walks, and 5 earned runs. So he got yanked for Todd Worrell, who came in and did pretty good for the next 4 1/3. He gave up 6 hits and 3 runs. Big hits tonight. Rafael Belliard had a 2 RBI double in the bottom of the second. Jeff Blauser had a 2 RBI triple in the bottom of the 6th that put Atlanta into the lead. Highlights really for the Cardinals were in the 5th inning. Jack Clark, Willie McGee started off with a single. Jack Clark hit a 2-run shot, and then Andy Van Slyke, Herr, Landrum, Smith, and Porter all singled and drove in 4 runs that inning. So it was tied until the bottom of the 6th. Blauser's triple was a big shot there. So currently we're heading into the bottom of the 7th. Ricky Horton is on the mound for the Cardinals, and he's going to face Francisco Cabrera, Rafael Belliard, and Greg Olson. So let's see what we can get here. In Pine Tar Baseball, we roll 2 10-sided dice. The red die is the tens number, and the white die is the single digits. You got a 46 for the left-handed throwing Ricky Horton. That's a strikeout for Francisco Cabrera. That's Horton's 2nd strikeout on the night. Cabrera, not a bad night for him, but he did have 2 strikeouts so far. Here's Rafael Belliard. Belliard with an 87. He hits this one in the air to left. Vince Coleman is there for out number 2. And the Braves are down to their last out here in this bottom of the 7th. Here's Greg Olson, the catcher. He was good for a 238 batting average in 1992. With a 92 from the left-handed throwing Ricky Horton, this one is lifted into left field. Chasing it down is Coleman. He's going to get there in plenty of time. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So nothing doing for the Braves in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to go to the top of the 8th. On the mound for the Atlanta Braves is Pete Smith. Smith came in last inning, gave up a leadoff triple to Tito Landrum, and then got 3 straight outs. So he is going to face the top of the order: Willie McGee, Vince Coleman, and Jack Clark. So if the Cardinals are going to make a move, this might be the time. So let's see. McGee is 2 for 4 on the night, and with a 13, he's going to hit this one into right field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. So McGee is on first, and that'll bring up Vince Coleman. So the lead runner, first runner's on, no outs here in the top of the 8th. 8-6, Braves over the Cardinals. Braves looking to punch their ticket to the World Series. Here's a 62 on the right side. That's going to be a ground to the shortstop. And that is going to... They're going to get McGee at second. And even though Coleman is a quick runner, they're going to gun him down at first. So a 6-4-3 double play. Belliard to Blauser to Cabrera. And that will quickly quell any thoughts of a rally. Here's Jack Clark. He's 2 for 4. He's got a single and a home run and 3 RBIs. So let's see if he can get a hold of Pete Smith here. With a 56, that is likely not going to do it. He hits it on the ground to the first base side. Cabrera will take it himself, unassisted, to the bag. And we will head to the bottom of the 8th with the Braves still leading 8-6. The fans are getting restless here in Atlanta. They are waiting to see if they will be taken off the list and headed to the clubhouse to wait for the second qualifier for this World Series. And it may take a while. The Cubs are at 6 wins, so they still have 4 wins to go to get to that berth, and I think the Yankees are chasing them pretty good. So it may be some time. They may get some vacation time here before the series, but that is if they can hold on here tonight. Ricky Horton is going to be, let's see, he is going to be replaced by Jeff Leite because he has hit his 2-inning limit. Pine Tar Baseball has a very simple, several very simple rules. One of those is the maximum innings pitched by a pitcher. And for relievers, he hit his 2-inning maximum. And so he will be replaced by Jeff Leite, who is an A-plus pitcher. So this is good news for the Cardinals. Hopefully he can shut him down. So Horton had, let's see, Well, he had 1 2/3, so I guess he could have gone another batter. But he gave up 1 hit, no runs as they were left on by Todd Worrell, and 2 strikeouts. No walks, no hit bats, no home runs, no wild pitches. Just the 1 hit. It was a big hit, but wasn't his fault all those ducks were on the pond. So here's Deion Sanders, Terry Pendleton, and Otis Nixon. If you're watching closely, you'll notice that Terry Pendleton, his 1985 self, is playing his 1992 self. And his 92 self is actually having a much better night. He's 2 for 4. But here's Deion Sanders, prime time. Jeff Leite delivers the right-handed throwing lady. He's going to be... That would be ball 2. There is a special rule here in Pine Tar Baseball. If you draw a walk with an A+, oh, that's only if first base is occupied. So Deion Sanders actually is going to get ball 4, and he's on first base. And let's see. Do we want to steal a base? I don't think we've got a 2-run lead. I don't think we're going to be looking at stealing a base. We're going to let Terry Pendleton swing away. He's had some good luck tonight, hitting the ball in the air. And looks like he's going to do that again. This one is to right field. Van Slyke coming on. He is going to make the play. And that's 1 away. Sanders back to first. Here is Otis Nixon. Nixon is 1 for 3. And this is a 10, which is going to be a single, but you're going to get modified by the A+ pitching grade. And that modification is going to make it a strikeout, which means Nixon hit probably a sharp foul ball down the third base line. It looked good, but it was ended up being strike 2, and then Leite came with a high heat, and Nixon is down on strikes for the second out of the inning. David Justice. Justice had 21 home runs in 1992. He batted .256. And this ball is hit just foul down the left field line. And Justice will move to a full count, and Leite will miss the outside of the plate, and that'll be a walk to David Justice. And that is all due to that A+ rating. So the Cardinals can thank Jeebus or whoever they want for the outcome of this bottom of the 8th. They do need to hold the Braves and prevent any more runs from crossing the plate. So Jeff Blauser is up, and he's got that big 2 RBI triple back in the 6th. Leite's looking to shut him down and give the Cardinals one last chance here to tie the game up. So this one's swung on and hit into right field. There will be no modifiers, so this ball will be chased down by Andy Van Slyke for the 3rd out of the inning. So they leave 2 on. Nobody crosses. We're headed to the 9th, and we will probably be seeing a new pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. Let's see. Pete Smith has gone his limit. So let's see who's got a good home pitching rating here for the... I think we're going to go with Mike Stanton. He's a B. That's hopefully going to be good enough. So, let's see. Bobby Cox signals for the lefty. And he will face Van Slyke, Herr, and Landrum. So Pete Smith went just the 2 innings. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, no hit bats, no home runs, and no wild pitches. So Stanton looking to help his team clinch the first World Series berth here in this King of the Hill tournament. So as it stands right now, if Atlanta can shut it down, it looks like the next game will be between the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies, and it'll be in New York. So unless the Cardinals can make something happen, the New York Yankees will be looking for a home game against the Phillies to hopefully spark their run to a title berth. So let's see how this plays out. Mike Stanton, the lefty, kicks and deals. 88, that's going to be a defensive check. So that's a fly ball to the center fielder. And let's see who our center fielder is. Would be Otis Nixon. Nixon is a neutral fielder, so that's not going to change the outcome of the hit, or the out, I should say. So Van Slyke will fly to center field for out number 1. And the fans here in Atlanta are on their feet. Here is Tommy Herr with a 73. This ball is hit in the air, and it is deep to right field, but Dave Justice is there at the track for out number 2. And here we go for Tito Landrum. The DH is the last opportunity that the Cardinals have to salvage their King of the Hill tournament at this time. They are 0-3, looking to end up 0-4 and send the Braves to the World Series. Stanton delivers, and this ball is just outside for ball 4. So Landrum will walk. The Braves fans are booing, and that'll bring up Ozzie Smith. Smith, known for his circus-like antics at the beginning of innings and games, but also known for his 276 average and his 31 stolen bases. He's going to be looking to keep a rally or spark a rally here in the top of the 9th. Stanton delivers. This ball is swung on, and it is hit into center field, and it's going to get down for a single. Landrum will hold up at second, and Smith will be at first. So the go-ahead run is going to come to the plate, and it is none other than Terry Pendleton, who is staring down at himself at third base, wondering, how is this happening? But hopefully he can wrap his head around the fact that right now his young self needs a hit to keep this rally going. Stanton delivers. 42. That's hit on the ground to second base. Blouser gloves it to his left and flips to Cabrera. And the Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. It's 4-3. Nothing doing for the Cardinals in the top of the 9th. An 8-6 final. So the Braves win and punch their ticket to the King of the Hill World Series. So who will they face will be determined by the outcome of the next round of games. So there were no errors tonight. It was a very cleanly fielded game. Hits, the Cardinals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits for the Cardinals. Could only get 6 across. Atlanta had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 10 hits, but I think the multiple walks by Kirk Kepcher really hurt him early on in the second inning. So there you have it. The Atlanta Braves will be heading to the World Series. They're going to take probably a week or two off while the rest of these teams battle it out. So our next game is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies of 2022 at the 1994 Yankees. The Phillies are winless. They are the only other winless team in this tournament at this time, besides the 85 St. Louis Cardinals, who have just horribly underperformed. The Phillies I didn't expect a whole lot out of. Their pitching is a little rough, and their defense is even more rough. But the 94 Yankees are looking to kind of start sparking a run here and see if they can't get that second berth to the World Series. So thanks for tuning in. Let's see. We'll have to give a player of the game. Is going to have to go to Jeff Blouser with that 2 RBI triple in the 6th, because that really opened it up. The the pitching was really nothing to write home about today. Smoltz had about 4 good innings, and then it all kind of fell apart for him. Stanton closed very nicely. So we'll see how this goes. And I think one of the things I'm going to be really interested to see is when I do Terry Pendleton's stats, how Terry Pendleton, whether young Terry Pendleton or older Terry Pendleton, performed better. I think that'll be some interesting stats. I'm really only going to be looking at doing stats for the guys on the World Series teams, but I may do Terry Pendleton's Cardinals stats at the end of all this, just to see where we're at. So anyways, that's Pine Tar Baseball in a nutshell. I know it's not a tutorial video. I probably didn't explain anything, but that wasn't the point. If you are interested, head over to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World and check it out. Or you can go to Pine Tar Baseball on the web and download some cards and check it out for yourself. It's a super easy game to get going, and it's a lot of fun. I will probably see you again at some point with one of these games, but we'll be getting back to pack openings shortly. And I think our next game we stream is probably going to be some Fall Classic baseball. So in any case, thank you for joining us, and congratulations to the 1992 Atlanta Braves on their berth in the King of the Hill World Series. See you next time.